My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here. No wonder why. Okay, so that was the 13. Let's see here. I think I saw it yesterday and I added to the list. Okay, so there's more. This is more important. Okay, this is the one. Okay, despite these people, they spent 8 months expressing they didn't want Meghan to attend the coronation and maligning her. Now that the coronation wasn't as world successful and their pics look pale and stale to the world, they bitch and mourn about her absence. Okay, it's a minute and 55 seconds. I didn't hear this yet. Let's just.
So invited to the lunch that was held afterwards. So he went back to Buckingham Palace before departing to go home in time for, we have to say, his son's 4th birthday, which also a pretty important occasion.
It's not as important as a coronation.
But still important.
What the hell?
I don't think so. I think the coronation, he should have been there. His wife should have been there, and his children should have been there.
But you guys been mocking them. What? This is the guy who was begging Harry to come back.
4 times I asked the palace, or maybe 3 times I asked the palace, if we, as a media group, could meet Meghan, and it never happened. Unfortunately, she did get some bad press, and that was a mistake. But you know, we asked for forgiveness and please come back because you know, this is a great country and the royal family are very important to us all, and the Queen needs your support, Harry, because you know William can't do it all, Catherine can't do it all. The Prince of Wales is taken on the Queen's role now, so he's even more busy.
What? Let me listen. It's not as important to him. Maybe to him it's not as important, but to Harry is. Look how Charles treated Harry ever since the mom passed. Well, even before that. Okay, so these have really impactful things on the child. So it's important to Harry to be there. It is to him, but to you, because Archie is not your son. So I could understand you don't care about Harry's son, but Harry cares about his son. What the F is wrong with these people? Let me rewind it slightly. My God.
Coronation.
But still important.
Well, I don't think so. I think the coronation, he should have been there. His wife should have been there, and his children should have been there, in my view.
Unfortunately, she did get some bad press.
I mean, you know, he's a duke and she's a duchess, and those kids are now titled. I think they should have all been there, myself, and I feel
He include himself too. Wasn't he the one during Prince Philip's funeral? He was hiding behind those pillars to take pictures, and himself. Oh God, these people are embarrassment.
he is the king's son, and he's an important person. And
you know that Charles toasted him, don't we, at the lunch?
I didn't know that, no, but I'm pleased he did, because, you know, he called him my darling son. I mean, he is his darling son. You never stop loving him.
Yeah, a darling son where he's running away from him and then send people at his front door, take his security away and all of that. He's fighting to get his security and all of that. That's a loving father? Give me a freaking break. This Charles loved to play lip services, okay? It's just lip services for the people to hold on to empty promises. Okay, but deep inside, Charles want him gone. So why did they put the Anne in front of Harry with that feather thing to black his face? That's because Charles didn't even want to see Harry's face. Okay, this is the message with that Anne hat with the feather. Charles did not want to see Harry's face, and also for the TV to not focus on Harry. But yet again, the television was focusing on Harry. Oh my God, these people are ridiculous.
Your son, and he probably still loves his father so much. I think there was. I think Meghan will regret not being there. I think.
Nah.
You know, all of.
I think Meghan did the right decision. You know what Meghan will regret? Not being at her son's birthday. This is what's more important. Meghan then grew up in all these fakery kind of things, Coronation and all that. She didn't grow up with it. She's not missing a damn thing. The person who would have probably missed it showed up. Okay? He split his time fairly and quiet reasonably, where most people will not even do, but he did what he felt was best, and I think it was the best decision he made for himself and his family. Both sides of his family showed up, the most important thing, okay, the coronation service, and then right out and to celebrate his son's birthday. Okay, you guys should go see my video, what happened on on May 6th. You go see it, okay? I put it everything in a nutshell. I think that's what I put it.
Life, she could have been there. She could have been, but she didn't want to go. And if it's about a child's birthday, I miss a lot of my kids' birthdays doing this job. And sometimes
that's your problem. And there's we've seen a lot of kids who, when they get older, they're really pissed off at their parents because their parents were focused so much about money, and then they never really participate in those small little things that really important to them. Okay, the birthdays, they would love to see their mom and dad enjoying those moments and all of that. So that's your problem. No wonder why you guys are so miserable. You don't spend enough time with your kids. Not all Brits, but there he is. He's just said it because of his work. Okay, so don't you have enough money? Did that money, that time you spent away from your kids, made you any richer than you are now? Okay, by losing those little memories. It's one thing. I would love to know where he was when Princess Diana was in France. I would love to know where he was on that day, because that's something that I saw. I don't know, but anyway, let's continue.
you have to do that, and they should have been there, and they could have celebrated the birthday here.
Nah.
You're totally right, and I think there were parts in that ceremony where you can see Harry looking over at the Waleses with their children and seeing George taking part in the ceremony and thinking, we could have done this.
No, don't think for Harry. Don't think for Harry, please. He did what he wanted. Guess what? If Harry wanted to do that, what you're saying, guess what? Harry would have said, I'm bringing my kids, because they've been chasing him, asking him for his response. Who's coming, who's coming, who's coming? So whatever you're saying, straight in the toilet bowl. Okay, flush it down, because Harry made the best decision. Okay, he removed his family from that toxicity.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option.
And he wanted to live a free and happy life.
That I would step my family back from all I have ever known. to take a step forward into what I hope can be a more peaceful life.
And he has it. They've been asking him who's coming, and you guys keep on saying, don't bring your wife, you don't want this, you don't want that, Meghan is not welcome. So he just said, shut the F up, I'm coming, my kids, the rest of my family are not coming. So if he wanted them to come to that abusive nonsense, he would have bring it. Okay, so he removed them, keep them back home. So don't speak for Harry. Harry did what he needed to do. Harry spoke for Harry.
And I have no regrets. It's incredibly sad, but I have no regrets at all, because now I'm in a place where I feel as though I should have been 4 years ago.
All right, I move it back slightly.
The Waleses with their children and seeing George taking part in the ceremony and thinking, we could have done this, you know, we could have been involved in this somehow. We could have had our family here. It's not damaging to our to the Waleses to have their children there looking fantastic, doing a job. George.
But they're backstabbing him and his family. Okay, no, this is a way of sensationalize the misery they put Harry to.
What it means is that a senior figure in the royal household, according to the Mail on Sunday, was passing him information in order to help defeat the Duchess's case.
Have been, as we know, is that the Mail on Sunday had the ruling against them in February, and they were then appealing it. So it was lawyers from the Mail on Sunday who would have approached Jason Naff, knowing that these emails and messages existed. That would have been the point, unless, I mean, the most likely outcome is that Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate, and clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated with those lawyers without their definite knowledge.
For you to forget everything, Harry made the right decision. He come along. If there needs to be a rush to run, he's by himself. He doesn't have to worry about other people. Okay? So don't try to speak for Harry. Harry did what he needed to do, and he's out.
Having a role, and I think, you know,
well, I think, yeah, I mean, listen, that's one take, but then you sit down and you listen to him and he says that childhood was very damaging for him, that level of exposure and public scrutiny. So, I mean, there's two sides to the coin here, isn't there? Sure. Let's talk about William, though, because on the day we had the first smile.
No, Harry did what he needed to do. Let's hear. Porno autho, was it? Porno autho is a disgusting piece of, and is bitter. He can't sell pics of Meghan and her kids. Okay, that's why he is unable to make the kind of money he did when Meghan was in the UK. Every time they open their yuck mouth, I'm pissed. Nothing to be pissed, because Harry already spoken. Harry already made the decision. I'm fine. They could speak all they want, but it's good to let them know, reminding them why Harry's kids are not there. Okay, if they had treated Harry himself with respect, and his wife with respect, his kid at that time, Archie, with respect, and now Lily with respect, they will all have the privileges and whatever that they used to have with well, no, Harry had already put a boundary the minute Archie was born. Okay, but the nonsense they keep on spewing, they never know how to say anything positive. The minute Archie was born, they were comparing him with some animals. Okay, so why do you need to bring your kids to this abusive thing? So what they need to do now, okay, I cannot tell God what he needs to do. I usually say baggage for God. But in order for them to understand, feel the agony, the experience that they put Harry to, they need to feel it. Okay? Because Harry understands it, and this is why he doesn't want his family to be in that toxic environment. Okay? Shame on them, not her. They are mad because she basically thumbed her pretty nose at their mean old asses. I'm with Meghan Markle. Okay, exactly. My mom is a psychologist. Think their behavior comes down to their toxicity, feeling of rejection, and projection. Toxic people can't let you go because while your presence in their space make them feel threatened, your rejection of said space is seen as worse, a moral bruise to their ego and identity, and your freedom, their failure and loss of control, which leave them insecure and feel unwanted. That's what I was saying before. Okay, I think I'm in the right in the right on some of the things that I'm saying. Okay, they want her on their terms, that's fine, and they want to control her, knowing her place, so they can use and control her. She is not playing. That is unforgivable sin. Not knowing her place. She is such a more global than them. They are small-minded bullies. She is a big-hearted ambassador for helping. Yep, this is very well said. You mean 1 week after Coronation, they're still crying? They realized it wasn't a success. Oh my God! But yet they were arresting people, a whole bunch of mess. There's some stuff I didn't share, but too many good things about Harry and Meghan to share for me to focus on the other thing. They even know what Harry was thinking during the ceremony. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. They don't need to speak for Harry. Harry did speak with action. He did what he needed to do.
And I have no regrets. It's incredibly sad, but I have no regrets at all, because now I'm in a place where I feel as though I should have been 4 years ago.
Why didn't they use the Crown secret weapon, Thomas Parker Bowles? Oh my God, no, enough. I don't want to put any more bruise on Meghan's spirit. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, I'm gonna stop soon. Maybe I say before an hour, but I'm gonna stop soon. Okay, I despise. Oh, it's the same thing. They talk. Did I? Yeah, I put it twice, so that's the same thing. Okay, next one. There's this. Okay, but coronation of a useless king and his homewrecker wife was the priority. Sickening. Abolish the monarchy. Alright, so I have this next as well, so let's go into it. Okay, NHS waiting list hits record 7.3 million people in the UK. Alright, I'll click on this to share the link with you. Okay, NHS waiting list hit record 7.3 million people in England. The number of people in England waiting to start routine hospital treatment has risen to a new record high, for more than 7.3 million patients waiting. Oh my God. Oh well. The country gas just spent 250 million pounds on a 75-year-old man parades around in a hat. Okay, well, beating at last. Wow. Okay, you could read the article. The link will be in the description. It's just the headline. Okay, just the headline. There's this here.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.
Go,
are all in this together. And if I may speak personally, we are all in this together. Because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.